Alright, the beast will rise. The freestyle. Alright, so you know the beast will rise, it's about emergence, obviously. What emerges from everyday phenomena, events and tasks. And basically, in that tune that was done around April, just before this crisis really kicked in like that. But it had kicked in, but I could see what was going to emerge. But it wasn't about the crisis and that. It was about, well, I don't know. Let me see what comes out. Let me just run the track. Yeah. Alright. Run that. Yeah. The beast will rise. What is it about? Yeah. It's about life. Yeah, like I said. Everything emerges in time. Yeah, you see, it's like a fine wine when you stored it, and after some time you produce a bottle that's bright. So what emerges in life depends on you. When you do tasks and you emerge something, they call that manifesting. But I'm not talking about some spiritual shit that you manifest and well. It's kind of spiritual. Let's say it's metaphysical. We're talking about every idea of qualia that you have to describe what's in life. It's something that emerges over time. Like I said before in my previous rhymes, things like fairness and discrimination that we have, all those are things that emerges in life. Now, when I talk about the emergence of the beast, so let me have a little anecdote, if you wish. The anecdote I have is to do with the king of the flutes. We're talking about something that's got a crown, that is a king. It's a corona, means crown in some Latin thing. So when they say coronavirus, they're talking about something with a crown. So this is the king of the flutes, and he's come to liberate all the flutes. It's like he's the fluish messiah, if you like. I'm just giving you an anecdote. I don't really think that the flu is a messiah, but it's an emerging form of flu. It's kind of like being around from the time they had SARS-1 and MERS. So MERS was an Asian type, and that shit there is more deadly than SARS and this one. But this is an emergent type that's been around. It's a bit like Spanish flu. It's been around for a long time now. And what I'm doing is similar to that. So I got protections that I have in my mind, and it's a divine power that emerges certain things in life, like phenomena. I don't know what kind. I leave it up to the Almighty to decide, because I don't know. If I had my own way about Earth, I would have most probably marked everything that lives on Earth, and it wouldn't have been nice. So we let the Almighty decide. So I'm just doing what I need to do, just basically keeping myself true and making sure that nobody dominates me, nothing in my mind to pass through, and that's all I do. But what emerges in time, I can never tell you that. I don't really know myself. I just think to myself, well, I've been zapping in my mind for 5 years. Something must have emerged out of that. So let me think. Emergence of the beast. I don't know what the beast gonna look like. It might be something like, it might be trivial, like a virus and thing. It might be something like that. We don't know. We have to imagine. The beast will be something that will conceptualize has come. It won't be something that is physical, yeah, if you like. It's the same form as the Almighty and us, because our consciousness exists, but we can't see that. We don't know any physicality attached to that, and that's the same thing that goes for the Almighty and Christ. The demonic one also moves the same way. He can also turn his snake into a staff or backwards. I think they had it that way in the Bible, but they got powers and they can manifest things too. So when the beast rise and the righteous men remain silent, well, that's a recipe for disaster. So I'm thinking that if you keep yourself true, then no matter what happens in these times, we'll know that if everybody dies, at least we would have remained on the righteous path and we'll be heading to the Most High. So Beast will rise is talking about those. See, I still ain't got a code. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want them to imagine death in me over time when they say to people, oh, let us give him a code if you like. Let us just sneeze in front of him once in a while, and it's only a little thing. Let it go, don't make noise about that. And I'm thinking to myself, but over time, if you sneeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 times in an hour, over 24 hours, somebody would have been sneezing in your shit for many hours. 288, I don't even know how many people would have been sneezing in your fucking face over a whole day. Yeah. So the beast will rise in that way. Watch the little things that people try to get away with that can emerge them things there. So we're talking about little malevolent things that add up to a big thing. Yeah. So I don't even tolerate people fooling with me to give me colds and flus, and I started thinking this way before this one came through. So you can't say that this prompted me to be like that, but they've yet to pass the cold bit to move up to the other crap. So after giving you the cold, then they'll ask people about you. Can we give him something else? Let's give him a chest cough. Maybe that can do, because it's nothing big. It's just a little thing. Let us pass through. After they give you the cough, then they give you some other organ failure. They'll keep going until they take your life from you. Yeah. So Beast Will Rise is about watching for the emergent things which amount to what the beast is. Stop trying to look for a man, because that one will emerge too, but that's not the only phenomenon that emerges in this world. So we're talking about emergent phenomena to describe the beast, and that's what the song's about, really. I could have gone into it and described what I do to them in my mind, but that's private, that's between me and the Most High. But I'll try and let you know a little bit, because like 4 or 5 years has nearly gone by now, and I'm still standing. They've been trying to take me out. They've amplified things. The amount of witchcraft they're doing, they've exacerbated it. And now I find myself thinking, well, if they've already infected me with this shit, I'm on to the next one. Even around me, the shit is evolved into some next strain, and now they're thinking to ourselves, we can't even get out of this pain. So it's like that. Something else has emerged, and this virus is all about emerging things after that. If it stays around long enough, God knows what will emerge. So let's just try. The beast will rise. That's what it's about. Yeah.